Welcome to the one video that'll take you from a hybrid noob to a hybrid pro, using the fundamentals, army composition, and a live attack from yours truly to fully grasp the strategy. So starting with the army composition, this version is very flexible as you can lower or add more hogs or miners in order to bring in more or less support units. But of course, you also have access to a unique one, which is the recall and battle drill version, which we're going to be doing as a live attack at the end. Now, understanding the army composition is absolutely nothing, but understanding the steps needed is very important. So we want to go through the queen charge, the secondary funnel, and the hybrid so you understand this exactly. Starting with the queen charge, there are three main things that you need to get with the queen charge, specifically funneling, value such as splash buildings, and the enemy CC troops. I'd heavily recommend funneling one side of the base or two different sides in order to get your queen to go into a given compartment. Bringing in cocoa balloons is really nice as it protects the healers and looks for seeking air mines, and I would always recommend using a rage spell, especially if you're going into key defenses, an enemy hero, or the enemy CC troops. These are things that you'll really need to make sure that you're dealing with so you're able to keep your archer queen alive. The rage spells just offers that ability to quickly get through them without having to worry all too much, and also having the poison, which will help whittle down their HP. Other than that, once you've dealt with the enemy clan castle, you can continue to work on your charge. Free spells and invisibility spells are very good at counteracting single target infernos, but also making it incredibly easy for you to keep your archer queen alive and keep her charge going. However, in terms of the enemy clan castle, this is going to determine on where you actually charge. So no matter the base, if the CC is right by the town hall, chances are you want to go in towards that town hall with the queen charge, which is massive value for your hybrid. Of course, if the CC is away from the town hall, then that means that the clan castle is going to be a priority. So you can still get more defenses, but you need your hybrid to go through the town hall. However, you have an added benefit if the CC is on either the outside or it is lurable. You can pretty much charge in anywhere, considering you can just easily lure it out with a couple troops. And it is especially true if it's on the outside, where there is the chance of you being able to use sneaky goblins and maybe a spell in order to help remove the enemy clan castle building completely, which gets you even more value. So once your queen has dealt with the enemy clan castle and she's still moving to get value or the town hall, go ahead and start setting up your secondary funnel. This is typically the siege barrack and the barbarian king. All you have to do is place them down and you don't have to worry about them no more. Other than that, if you don't want to use the siege barrack, you can always try the flame flinger, as long as the defenses that you want to remove is not covered by an expo or a mortar or even Teslas. It is a risk, but it can be incredibly good since the flame flinger is one of the best siege machines in the game right now. However, another siege machine that can be chosen is the battle drill, just because it provides a stun that Town Hall 13 doesn't even get at all. It is the only one of two units that can stun. Once you've set up the funnel on two different sides, you can then send your hybrid right in between the two. This is where you will send in your hogs, your miners, your grand warden, and your royal champion. Depending on what you're going into, typically I would recommend either the town hall or the eagle artillery. You should always try to use the grand warden ability early in case you're going in towards the town hall, and that will help you move through alongside a heal spell right after that to keep a large portion of your hogs and miners alive. Of course, you can always save that for when you're in the core of the base if you're not going towards the town hall. You just want to use your heal spells to keep your hogs and your miners alive as they go through different splash defenses. If the eagle artillery is still up, having a back-end heal is still going to be incredibly helpful. But for the most part, you'll be able to move from point A to point B quite easily. This will allow you to get a very simple 3-star with this strategy, since there really isn't too much outside of the warden and heal spell. So now that you know the fundamentals, let's do it live. Let's go ahead and start off with a couple of our sneaky goblins. We're going to use about 7 of them, so this should be enough. And then we're going to drop in an invisibility spell. This should remove the clan castle with no issues. And now we have a couple of them that we can use for later. We're going to use a balloon, archer queen, we're going to use healers, and then we're going to use a baby dragon right here with a super wall breaker in order to make sure that this air defense goes down. Once she gets targeted, let's drop in a freeze, and let's go and use our Barbarian King, Headhunters, pop his ability, use an early rage right here to kind of get through all of that. If we need to use another rage spell, then we will. Especially with the Eagle Fire, I think that's going to be smart. Yeah, 100%. Let's do that. And once that gets taken down, let's drop in our recall spell. And let's use one of our Sneaky Goblins right here. Archer Queen with a couple balloons. Let's use a super wall breaker right there. And now let's go ahead and send in our hybrid. So here we go. And let's go ahead and use an early heal spell. That should help move everything in. And let's see, when is the best part? I think it's going to be now to use that Warden ability, keep everything alive as they kind of move in. Let's see, where else should we use our ability? We have the healers moving on. That is really nice. Let's go ahead and use a Sneaky Goblin over here a little bit for cleanup. Let's save on to this free spell. I think that free spell is going to be really dang important. Let's use a heal right here as stuff starts to move in up. And we still have our Royal Champion as well going in for the multi-target Inferno. I think we're looking pretty good. Let's use our RC ability right here. That should help a lot. Let's go and use a freeze right there, which should help the Battle Drill and the Royal Champion. But in that Battle Drill, we actually have something that can deal with these enemy heroes. We still have Miners up as well. And here we go. We have an Ice Golem P.E.K.K.A. CC to help deal with the enemy heroes here. It's extremely helpful, and we should have more than enough time. I don't think we have any other remaining defenses or anything remaining to get rid of. So we just have the Hogs, the Miners, and we have a P.E.K.K.A. in there in order to help out. Let's use our Archer Queen ability to speed up through this and get rid of all these structures. And that right there is gonna be a 3-star for us. Just using something a bit more creative, something different in the clan castle than just the same old Hog Riders, having something that can deal with that back end. And honestly, that is why the Queen Charge Hybrid is one of my personal favorite strategies. However, if you want to learn another strong Queen Charge army for Town Hall 13, check out the Queen Charge Lalo guide right here, and I'll see you there.